Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and our home team. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Okay, baby, let's go. Let's go. Ready? 10, touchdown, 44. We want this.
They'll start the drive to Washington. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Running it, Washington. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay.
easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and our home team. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Oh, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here, one. Shift. It's free. 44 is the mic. 43.
On first, here's Washington. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got you, son. I got you, City Weapon. Check 15.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Double dog, that's the way. 44, Mike, 44. Yeah.
Back to throw. King, he's got it. It's Escobar. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They're running now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
King from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this. You have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield.
X3, 218, chopper. Now.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Pilot, 64, weak.
This is Wynn. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Set. 15, Lonnie. 15 line. Yo, go! 43 is the go.
On first down, Drake. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Recon, 132 fighter. Shoot.
Running, it's Drake. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, seam 6, seam 6. 5.
Now Drake. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, let's go. Greystone, get it.
They'll run with Drake. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down.
They'll set up a throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ellis. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
I don't even know why this team.
Go, go. Hey, check 24, check 24. Under crunch.
To throw is King, operating from the gun. And an alley to run. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They go with Washington to begin the drive. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Check nickel, nickel.
Here's King to throw on 2nd down. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts and still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now King. From the gun, he'll throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
14. 1st down, Cleveland.
Let's go. Mike, here we go. Quick there.
They'll run on 1st down. Ellis. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the 6. Jim. Check 24. Check safety. Back.
covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Check my 50. Mike is a 50. Check my 50. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, man. Hey, 50. 50.
Operating from the gun. King. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 42.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Chargers' 42-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
King now. Off play action. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Tight end right. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
From the gun, King. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
At the 45-yard line.
Let's go. 8, read.
It's been a long day for you.
Switch. Blue draw Corkers.
Mike's 50.
Come on, D.
Check 37. Check 3.
Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
He wasn't
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
Go! 18 Gators. 50. Go.
On first down, it's Drake. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
10 over. Hey, 2. Step.
Back to throw. These guys man on the crossing route. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Break.
Hey, we got Mike 50, Mike 50, huh? I got him. Check 31, check 31.
80 weapon.
Check.
Hey!
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Now on first down, Drake again. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
60 Pittsburgh. Quit talking about it and bring it. Fire.
Right back to Drake. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Ready up. 50's the mic. Target, 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 target. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Get it.
On third and short, Drake. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll run on first down. It's Washington. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Staying on the ground with Washington. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Ready.
Now, Keith, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
Check 26, check 26. Switch. Check, check, check. Check, check, check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Keith. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. King operating from the gun. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at about the 14. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll start the drive with Drake. A gain of 3, second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Hey, orbit.
51 to Mike, boy. 51.
Go.
It's our time. It's our time.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Going left side here, and it's complete. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. The handoff to the right side. It's Drake. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the Browns' 33-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground with Drake. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And the throw here, that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now.
They'll run on first down. Win. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
61, matchbox lights.
Sponge. No. Kill. Hey, turn it out.
General West.
Mike 51.
Yep.
I got you. Man, I got you.
On the ground again, it's Wynn. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Chance.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. his second touchdown of the night. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Let's go. We're ready. Hey, come on. Check, check. All day, just like that. Just like that. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Looking to throw. King. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Browns on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be third and forever.
Check 52. Deuce. Check, 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 check.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. Only 29 yards on the punt there, definitely not his best. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. X3, 218, chop it. Check 99, check 99. Look at me, zipper. Dude.
Now a handoff for Drake. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point attempt to follow here. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Next to score, Chargers 31, Browns nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set, right.
The Browns drive about to get started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts.